It all starts tomorrow, Tuesday, goes into Wednesday, and then the weather story after that, it's the bitterly cold temperatures and wind chill readings. Newest information, I've got it all right here in this one video that you can watch. It will probably be lengthy, but it will give you every single detail you absolutely need to know. Well, I got your attention. Download that Arkansas Storm Team app, have it on your phone, and don't forget KARK.com. All right, so this winter storm is coming in. When we saw this on the modeling, it was very, very clear that the amounts for most of Arkansas would be nowhere near what we had in January. And I still stand by that, except for northern Arkansas, where there will be substantial snow amounts. But further south into central, especially southern Arkansas, amounts are not going to be huge like they were in January, but they're going to be very impactful. So you can have higher impacts in an event like this, where the amounts are lower, compared to an event like what we had last month in January, where we had 10 inches of snow. Why? Because when you have sleet and you have snow and it compacts on the ground, when you have a little bit of ice like that, maybe even a little freezing rain, when it compacts on the ground like that, and then very cold temperatures on top of that, that will cause those icy roads for quite some time. What's different than January is the fact that we had a rapid warm-up and sunny days, and that melted the road. So there are differences with that, even though there are light amounts of ice. All right, now into the maps we go. There's the winter. This has been upgraded, and my thoughts on this are as follows. Winter storm warning, northern Two Rosa County, surrounded by a winter storm watch out here in East Arkansas, winter weather advisory. The warning will likely get extended into these areas and possibly further towards the south. Even though the warning is in effect here for many inches of snow in northern Arkansas, you can still have a winter storm warning in effect for central Arkansas, but for lighter amounts. And I think that might be the case. Remember, we don't issue those. Those come from the National Weather Service. Newest run of forecast track, we're going to jump to close to the lunch hour tomorrow. Temperatures, again, this is going to be a very in-depth video. Temperatures here around noon show it above freezing. I question that in central northern Arkansas. I think in central Arkansas, there'll be 32, 33 degrees below freezing up towards the north. What you see in the peach, that's a mix of freezing rain and sleet. Blue is all snow, green is red. I'm sorry. Green is rain. All right, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So this is coming into the metro, and I'll show you the hour-by-hour forecast in just a second. Mid to late afternoon, snow, and whatever falls in northern Arkansas, that will accumulate, 20s and 30s. Central Arkansas, this is going to be light. I expect temperatures around 32 degrees. This is a computer model. And maybe not on the main roads. They'll be pre-treating them, the initial accumulation. But once it gets colder, we will get more accumulation. But this is light. This is light, except for northern Arkansas. It starts to pick up more 6 p.m. on Tuesday. Snow northern Arkansas. We're now well below freezing here. Southern Arkansas still plain rain. 8 p.m. Here are my thoughts on this. Snow northern Arkansas. Excuse me. And I think that in central Arkansas, there's the distinct possibility that this is just sleet changing over to snow in portions of central Arkansas. Sleet further towards the south with some freezing rain here. Rain south Arkansas. 10 o'clock. This model shows the transition occurring to snow in central Arkansas. I think there's the chance it's sooner than that. Northern Arkansas still snowing. High snowfall ratios, meaning it's really going to start to pile up. Teens, these are air temperatures. It's transitioning to a light wintry mix in southern Arkansas. Rain far southeast. Midnight, we're 22 degrees, snowing in much of central and northern Arkansas, but it tapers off very quickly. So this is gone. When I say it's gone, the precipitation is gone early Wednesday morning, but the impacts will be long-lasting. Now, on Wednesday, I still think there's the chance for a few flurries here and there. Tomorrow's forecast, Tuesday, see these temperatures? I think they might be a bit too warm, but look at these east-northeast winds at 20 miles per hour. Sleet changing over to snow later on, but it's a 30% chance at 1 p.m., a 40% chance at 3 p.m., and a 50% chance at 5 p.m. These are computer models, and these are not forecasts. I'll show you the forecast in just a little bit. But this is for snowfall only. Snowfall only. You can see why that winter storm warning is in effect. It's showing 6 to 13 inches of snow. I think they'll be a little bit lower than that, but that's where the snow is going to be. It's showing snow accumulation, and watch the trend with all the different models I'm showing you. In central Arkansas, 1.4 inches. Snow and sleet accumulations will be between 1 and 3 inches in central Arkansas. Hardly any snow south. It'll be mainly icy conditions. This is the European computer model, and it shows lesser amounts, but still substantial. Okay, but that previous model was our in-house model called the graph. This shows 2.5 inches of snow, 5.4 in Searcy. That we'll see about that. A little bit more in southeastern Arkansas, but again, look at that range: 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches in central Arkansas. Now we go to another computer model. This one, the GFS, shows 3 inches. I still like the 1 to 2 to 3 inches of snow and sleet combo in central Arkansas, with the snow all north, and of course, little if any snow south. School con index, whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen like that. Look at that, just fade away. That's an 8 in that area. I forgot to put a pause point. But yeah, this is for Wednesday. School is going to be out for many, I think, on Wednesday. Full credit to Christopher Pipkin, meteorologist Christopher Pipkin, did a fantastic job with this graphic. 4 to 7 inches. This is our forecast, okay? So I showed you models. This is our forecast. 4 to 7 inches plus in this dark blue area where the winter storm warning is in effect. Plus, you could get some isolated higher amounts. See how it bends towards the southeast in eastern Arkansas? That's surrounded in the light blue with 2 to 4 inches, then fades into an area here in central, western, and portions of eastern Arkansas of 1 to 2 inches and plus. I love that plus, because it opens the door to 3 inches of a snow-sleet combo. Mainly freezing rain here in southern Arkansas, 1/10 of an inch to 2/10 of an inch of freezing rain. Feels like forecast. This is going to be another huge weather story. Following will be the bitterly cold temperatures, and the wind chill values early Wednesday morning are going to be below zero in northern Arkansas, single digits and teens elsewhere. And by late Wednesday afternoon, they come up a little bit, but it's still just darn cold. And then Thursday morning, I think wind chill readings in central Arkansas, this is showing 2. I think there's potential for it to be around 0 to 5 below. Northern Arkansas, in this entire area, 10 to 20 degrees below zero wind chill readings on Thursday morning. The National Weather Service, instead of wind chill watches and warnings, they now do extreme cold watches and warnings. This will get expanded. Watch here, warning here. I think there's going to be a very good chance that much of this area of the state, maybe even to central Arkansas, gets in on that with the extreme cold watches and warnings. Now, I told you this was going to be a very in-depth video, and if you still have any questions, I apologize if I didn't get and answer all of your questions. But we're trying to put as much content out there as possible for you. That's the name of the game, right? I mean, you want to know, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to give you that information. And so make sure you stay tuned to KARK.com, and the Arkansas Storm Team app. Have that on your phone, and it's going to be impactful. It's going to stay on the ground for a while, and it melts late this week and into the weekend. There are signs that next week are going to be well into the 60s and 70s, and this is going to be a distant memory. How long does that warm air last? Big question mark. But I say this all the time, and I sincerely mean it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your trust. We don't take that lightly, just like with the severe weather threat that we had on Saturday. We went on the air and we said that we disagreed with what the Storm Prediction Center had with that risk outlook so far to the north and so high in the southeast. And when we go against the grain with things like that, and then we're not just doing that. We're doing that because of what we see from our training. And there were no severe thunderstorms in central Arkansas, and there were no tornado reports in Arkansas. We had a couple tornado warnings, but no tornadoes. And all of that was towards the south and the east. So that's why I said we are there for you. We try to decipher everything that's going on, that all the information, and filter it into a way that, and put our expertise, inject our expertise in it. And we're very proud of the fact that Saturday, we're happy that nothing happened in Arkansas, but we saw that the threat was not going to really materialize much in Arkansas, as they typically don't in those situations. All right, so we're going to continue to monitor this. Again, thank you for your trust. We'll keep you updated with the newest information. Have a great day and stay with us. Thank you, as always, for your trust.